Greetings to all. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Myself Sanchita Sanal, a first year law student from Galgotias University and currently working as a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So today I am here to talk about the Essential Commodities Amendment Act of 2020. So the Essential Commodities Act is an act of the Parliament of India that was established to ensure the delivery of certain commodities or products, the supply of which, if obstructed due to hoarding or black marketing, would affect the normal life of the people. This includes foodstuff, drugs, fuel, etc. This act was modified by the Essential Commodities Amendment Act of 2020 as part of the 2020 Indian Farm Reforms. The Essential Commodities Act was enacted in 1955 and has since been used by the government to regulate the production, supply, and distribution of a whole host of commodities that it declares essential to make them available to consumers at fair prices. Additionally, the government can also fix the minimum support price of any packaged product that it declares an essential commodity. The government, while liberalizing the regulatory environment, has also ensured that interests of consumers are safeguarded. It has been provided in the amendment that in situations such as war, famine, extraordinary price rise, and natural calamities, such agricultural foodstuff can be regulated. However, the installed capacity of a value chain participant and the export demand of an exporter will remain exempted from such stock limit imposition so as to ensure that investments in agriculture are not discouraged. So the Essential Commodities Amendment Ordinance 2020 was promulgated on 5th June 2020. It amends the Essential Commodities Act of 1955. The Act empowers the central government to control the production, supply, distribution, trade, and commerce in certain commodities. The ordinance seeks to increase competition in the agriculture sector and enhance farmers' income. It aims to liberalize the regulatory system while protecting the interest of the consumers. Regulation of food items, that is, the Act empowers the central government to designate certain commodities such as food items, fertilizers, and petroleum products as essential commodities. The central government may regulate or prohibit the production, supply, distribution, trade, and commerce of such essential commodities. The ordinance provides that the central government may regulate the supply of certain food items, including cereals, pulses, potato, onions, edible oil seeds, and oils, only under extraordinary circumstances. Then is the imposition of stock limit. The Act empowers the central government to regulate the stock of an essential commodity that a person can hold. The ordinance requires that imposition of any stock limit on certain specified items must be based on price rise. A stock limit may be imposed only if there is 100% increase in retail price of horticulture produce and 50% increase in the retail price of non-perishable agricultural food items. The ordinance provides that any stock limit will not apply to a processor or value chain participant of agricultural produce if stock held by such person is less than the overall ceiling of installed capacity of processing. Second, demand for export in case of an exporter. A value chain participant means a person engaged in production or in value addition at any stage of processing, packaging, storage, transport, and distribution of agricultural produce. Then is applicability to public distribution system. The provisions of the ordinance regarding the regulation of food items and the imposition of stock limits will not apply to any government order relating to the public distribution system or the targeted public distribution system. Under these systems, food grains are distributed by the government to the eligible persons at subsidized prices. So, what are the highlights of the ordinance? The Farmers Agreement Ordinance creates a framework for contract farming through an agreement between a farmer and a buyer prior to the production or rearing of any farm produce. It produces for a three-level dispute settlement mechanism: the conciliation board, subdivisional magistrate, and appellate authority. So the Essential Commodities Amendment Ordinance 2020 allows the central government to regulate the supply of certain food items only under extraordinary circumstances, as I've already discussed before, such as war and famine. Stock limits may be imposed on agricultural produce only if there is a steep price rise. So the freedom to produce, hold, move, distribute and supply will lead to harnessing economies of scale and attract private sector, foreign direct investment into the agricultural sector. Investment in cold storages and modernization of the food supply chain will increase. Then it will create a competitive market environment and also prevent wastage of agri-produce that happens due to lack of storage facilities. It will help both farmers and consumers while bringing in price stability. The Essential Commodities Act of 1955 was brought when India was not self-sufficient in food grains production, but now India has become surplus in most agri commodities, and the amendments in the ECA 1955 is an important step by the government to achieve its target of doubling farmers' income and also for ease of doing business. So this was all about the Essential Commodities Amendment Act of 2020. Thank you so much for devoting your time and listening to my video. If you really liked my video, then please like, share and comment. And do subscribe to our YouTube channel LexClick for more upcoming such videos. Thank you so much and have a nice day.